we safe? National security risk. 76-year-old male. Documents. Watch out for the documents. The documents are a national security problem issue. The ammunition that my protectors, the FBI, found at this place not too far from me here in Florida was considered a national security threat. I don't want to get hurt by these documents. They're very abusive by this 76-year-old male. Thank you so much, federal government, Federal Bureau of Investigation. And we were under so much danger. I don't know if we're out of this yet. If we're like actually fully safe yet, you know? Oh my God. I'm not a good actor at all. But are we seeing how ridiculous this has gotten, y'all? We're talking about, you know, just dispatch, okay? I did a mortgage loan for a person working dispatch. We talked a lot about it, all kinds of great stories, and talked about their code things. And when I was in Cleveland, living in the Chesterfield, the corner of East 12th, it's 1801 East 12th Street, corner of 12th Street and Chester. I would listen to the Cleveland Police Scanner. Really cool stuff, right? So I heard a lot of things, but I just want you to put this in perspective, y'all. You get a person on dispatch. This is like highly dangerous, really seriously, you know, right there, threats that are happening wherever it might be in downtown Cleveland, or maybe it would be, I mean, I was more like interested in the downtown Cleveland kind of stuff, you know. This is back in like 2004, 2005, no, 2003 and 2004. I lived in North Olmsted in 2004, 5, 6. And then Olmsted Township, what's up? See, to hear these things, and it's like threat at whatever, corner of whatever, Quincy and 55th, you know, rallies, you know, the Little Caesars stuff, the convenience stores, the gas stations. You hear about the threats, okay, the bomb threats, but now we got documents that people are scared of, actual pieces of paper. Like these papers are going to harm somebody. The number one way homicides are happening in the United States of America, which is leading the world in every single crime imaginable, leading the world in STDs, leading the world in sicknesses and alcoholism, drug activity, goes on and on and on. But it's through the ballistic firearms. What the fuck are they doing about that, you know? And I mean, I listen to this stuff on this police scanner, and it's like, the dispatcher hears this stuff. You know, these are very dangerous situations, you know, and really, seriously, I mean, 9/11 happened, you had a lot of people just, you saw this stuff just crumble. 37,000 homicides here in this country. And right now, I mean, it's the worst ever, okay? 2019 was obviously way less than what it was even last year, and then of course this year, the number of crimes that we have happening right now, and it's with these those things, okay? And they're going after documents, y'all. A 76-year-old male, white, 76-year-old white male. That's really fucked up, And the reason I say this is because we live in a racist fucking white supremacy country whereby, Native Americans, because they're not going to be able to be provided as good of counsel, privately, be represented in their litigation as a white, according to statistics, okay? You can see even in my records. I mean, I've had AV-rated attorneys. These police are just thugs, straight up. The problem with this country is that it's cartels called police, and that are drug cartel people, sheriffs right here in this little cunt motherfucker, Mike Chitwood, and of course, the feds, but the numbers are what they are. Okay, you're scared of it. Have you ever heard I'm scared? I'm on the dispatch. Just go on to put in police scanner on Google, and you can listen to whatever. Baltimore, they're number one in the country, and Chicago, Houston. You can put in police scanner and listen. Cleveland's sixth in the nation of homicides per capita. Okay, I'm Cleveland. I'm down here in Florida right now. You can literally listen to this stuff, see what's going on. I'm scared. 76. Who's the perpetrator? He's a 76-year-old. Usually, what you're gonna hear on the police scanner is usually gonna be the girl's got a split lip and a black eye. The guy just beat the fuck out of her, the husband. Or, the woman who takes a frying pan to the guy and starts beating on him. There's a lot of rapes that are reported through, I heard in the police scanner. But then you got a lot of white collar crimes too, like Bernie Madoff shit. They got multiple sets of documents. But they're scared. I mean, they're making this whole these papers, the pieces of paper, okay? They came from trees, as though they are that the piece of paper are the security threat. This Roger Stone thing too, was down in Fort Lauderdale. They came after this dude. They had the same group of people, the same cartel called the FBI. They had these helicopters. They had these long metal objects that they could point at people and shoot these things out of. It's just fucked up. You don't see this kind of stuff in different countries, y'all. Why United Arab Emirates. I'm thinking of Dubai and Saudi Arabia and more civilized nations, peaceful countries where there's just hardly any crime. You actually have corporations running. Can you imagine that? You got now you're gonna have problems, right? You'd think, right? You'd think you'd have all the problems. You have corporations running the country. I think about Indonesia. 1.5%. I talk about this all the time. Of people between the ages of 16 to 65 have ever used. Let me go get my coffee. Alright, got my coffee. The reason I'm doing this, though, is to talk about something else, too. Nudity, what's up? This is how we do it, right here. Party naked. I should make a video from that naked. I can probably find a way to cover it up. But 1.5% have ever used alcohol or drugs between the ages of 15 to 65 in Indonesia. And here in the United States of America, the numbers are astronomical. It's over 90% have ever used. And currently active, use, more than 55%. Well, actually, I think it was 68%. We gotta get the phone out here. Just Google it. Use weed. Weed this is not good for you. Not only not good for you, it's extremely violent crime associated. All the crimes associated with it can get even worse. Oh, but it's not violent. Child porn. Oh, it's not violent. They say. Give them less time. I don't know if our rehabilitation shit isn't working either. So, I mean, like, okay, well, great. We have the highest prison population in the world. That isn't working. So, okay, well, let's just throw them. Fuck, what are we going to do? we have, this is not a civilized, peaceful nation. This is a very hostile. But the thing is, I talk about it, how did we become so racist in this country, this land? Yeah, a bunch of fuckers coming over here. We're looking for the promised land, a better nation. You couldn't find happiness where you were. I've been here now, where I am right now, and I didn't want to be here. I'm not a Daytona Beach kind of person, although I like the fact that we got at least 40% black. Not 40% non-white, just 40% actual blacks. But then the problem is, again, it's like the majority, more than 85-90% of people coming here as tourists are going to be those white people. So these couldn't be happy where they were, so they came here, and then they're looking for gold and shit, and then they're like, oh, let's use these people. Yeah, let's start ship with these people from Ghana and Niger. We'll have them work for us, really cheap, free. Just pay for it. Buy people, blacks. And then, okay, well, was it 1868? Abraham, he had it all figured out too. Oh, we'll just stop this stuff. You brought all these people over here, now you just say, okay, we're just going to stop it, and you can go live. They're kind of like citizens, you know? They're scared of a 76-year-old white male. According to their own statistics, these white males are not as dangerous as... I mean, go put yourself in a dispatcher situation, or just even a white-collar crime. I don't have a white collar on right now. That's not a white-collar shirt. I committed every white-collar crime imaginable. I got away with it. Bernie Madoff. There's people right now, Chase, Bank of America, Fifth Third, PNC, FDIC, just in general, okay? They just regulate however they want to regulate, based upon however... I mean, the corruption in our... It's just nothing but corruption, y'all. The police, the sheriffs... I mean, you see this stuff, it's like... It looks like, oh, okay, well, they like Jason. Oh, I don't do drugs, y'all. They really are. They are looking for crimes, okay? Reality is yes. And okay, well, why don't they fuck with Jason? You know, look, yes. The suspect named Donald Trump, T-R-U-M-P. Gotta spell the name because it sounds more like it's a suspect kind of thing over the phone. He ain't gonna... There's no national security threat, okay? With a piece of paper. But he's fucked up, alright? Both of these guys are fucked up. And I think one of the things that they liked about the people who voted... I didn't vote in 2020. The whole thing was just fucked up. You got these two elders running against each other. I think people looked at them as not as threatening as the last guy, Obama. I mean, we had riots in the streets, man. It was horrible. Tamir Rice. I mean, look at this. I grew up in Cadell, okay? Neighborhood. Cleveland, Ohio. West Side. And, Cleveland police. They assassinated this little boy. On my birthday. And they let him go. Let the guy go. Oh, he's just doing his job. And that's an excuse. Yeah, you're doing their job. Yeah, drug users are doing their job. I'm just doing my job, man. I don't. I'm getting more into these. I'm pointing down the street here at Bell Road. Just shit off. Fuck this mic. I don't even start any shit with these people. I can mention them, here. But I mean, he you could put it in there. Put it in Volusia County Sheriff, and then JC. Children shot. He did target practice over here on 400, State Route 400. This is 400, goes up to I-4 and then all the way across to Tampa. This is Daytona Beach. One of the highest rates of crime. We got a lot of tourism in the state of Florida. Florida cities up there, Opelika, I love these places. Hialeah, they'll love me over there. They don't perceive a threat. So you got these two guys. I mean, Biden and they're the same person, yes. Same beliefs. Oh, just throw more money at him. Oh, student loan forgiveness. Donald Trump, he wanted that so bad. He liked sucking on that thing. And then, of course, I mean, Biden and Donald, I mean, they're probably in the basement of the White House just sucking each other off all the time. I mean, Melania, that precious girl, oh my God, she's so hot, dude. I'm blind, y'all. I'm considered blind. Our government says that. But I'm definitely, vulnerable citizen, and I've been involved in many situations whereby I was a victim of a crime. So I've had the opportunity to, and then multiples. I'm not the single one, but the multiple sclerosis. 1997 diagnosed, but I mean, it's like, it's just how this country is, y'all. These are the people that they're looking for, okay? They're looking for elders, they're looking for the disabled. And then, of course, they can put it on, make the disabled person look like he did it, or make the black man look like he did it, the Native American. 76-year-old white male, 76-year-old Latino male. Here comes the owner of. I mean, just think about this, y'all. Just think about it. Put it into perspective. How fucked up is this? Oh, this national security threat. Man, I'm so much safer now that they came in and got those documents. They confiscated the documents that could cause a security threat. Just a threat. Not that they're already doing things right now. Literally, right this very second. It's early in the morning on the 30th of August, 2022. As if drugs aren't already being smuggled into this country. You got criminal aliens. That's a word, that phrase that Bill Clinton, I don't know if he patented it. Another one. People are being raped. People who are not able to make actual, not just sound judgment, but just give consent. That's the most common form of rape, y'all. By caregivers against disabled. Crimes against elderly. I wonder, to the point now whereby they're almost putting crimes on this guy, but it's like, this dude Trump, he's not all there. His daughter, she's pretty hot, Ivanka. Another one too, Tiffany. And then Biden, he can hardly finish off his sentences. I'm intellectually impaired, y'all. I've got cognitive delay, cognitive fatigue, and executive dysfunction, which I've had extreme improvements on all of this cognition stuff. This is MS stuff. Check out, here goes a cognitive issue now. Boster, Aaron Boster, neurologist out of Columbus, Ohio. He never was my neurologist, probably a big money kind of guy, insurance kind of guy. He talks a lot about, just put in like cognition, Cognition, and multiple sclerosis. I've actually learned through all these years. That's one of the issues I've been having, which is making me vulnerable. How are the most vulnerable people? Children. Amazing how these children are just being so fucking just beyond bullied. They're just being hung on little, The biggest national security threat, I guess, would be, I like CPS. And why? Because the statistics show that they're 100%, they're right on. Children and Family Services is a national security threat. Not just a threat, it's already happening, y'all. People on death row, they're raised without their father. 100%. 100% of the time. They never met most of them never even met their father. No father in the home. You need mommy and dad. Alright, we out, dude. It's almost 20 minutes, but we're cool.